and very good morning to you. And I would like to thank you for choosing to spend your time with us. Right? I'm sure you have other priorities. I'm sure you have other stuff to do. There's never enough time. So thank you so much. I hope we can add value to your time over here. So we've spoken a lot about digitalization, reducing friction, and a lot of stuff. Now, a lot of stuff goes in the back end, but what we feel is that the last mile is also important, and we need to reduce the friction at the last mile. And and of course, there are a plethora of devices. I'll talk about a particular device or a particular segment of business as we go through. But before I do that, let me just my section is broadly three things I'm going to cover very quickly. I'll tell you about us. I'm going to talk about tablets and why do I believe that this is the key device for the kind of industries that we're in, and a couple of case studies of what some of our customers have done. Now, I'm not able to discuss everything over here, but some case studies that we could think about, which we can share over here. I have shared that, and we can talk more after the presentation. Quickly, we're present all over the world, 180 markets, approximately 70,000 people, 18 R&D locations, 30 plus manufacturing sites, a lot of it in India. Global footprint. Now, the reason I say that is because if you have, we're just not talking about India, but if you have solutions that you want to have in your across the world, right? If you have offices outside, or if you're targeting customers outside, and we need something that kind of works throughout the world, right? Then we are even talking about that, because we have customers who possibly look at the whole EMEA market, or the North America's, EMEA's, Middle East. So those are the kind of footprint that we are able to provide. Okay, I think it's there's a bit of lag over here. Now, smarter technology for all is something what we've stood for, and we believe the time to go to the next step, and we've heard a lot of this, is the AI part, and we are definitely betting a lot on AI, on making a future which is driven by AI and enabled by AI. And we know the challenges over there, right? There is always the plus and the minus, but we definitely think that the time has come for this to be much more in our lives, right? So AI has been part of the mobile market to some extent, but this is also going to come on devices like PCs, laptops. It's already there, but it's going to be even much better. And the kind of applications that I'm starting seeing that is mind-blowing. Now, there is a lot of work to be done to educate the customer on what the customer can do. But I also believe that the customer will figure this out for herself, and also as an industry, we will definitely be able to build a lot on this. Last part about us is that we call ourselves a company which is from pocket to cloud. And what do I mean from pocket to cloud is that we are one of possibly the only companies which can provide solutions from the pocket, which is basically your mobile phones, where we have Motorola, and going up to the supercomputing stage in front of infra, right? And then you have the PC, the laptop, the tablets on the devices in between. And so if there is something in your mind, which is what I'll come to, that what am I proposing over here? What am I speaking about? Maybe you can just advance it when I tell you. Yep. So here we are talking about enabling your innovation journey. And I want to just leave with one single thought, that if there is an innovation you're thinking of, and you think that you need a device to enable your innovation, we're here. Because at times I've seen customers say that, I don't know whether this is possible. Is this is what I have in mind? Is it even possible at your end? And we pride ourselves in saying that we have worked closely with customers, and we are not just a device manufacturer, but in the end, it's a total solution that we make along with the customer. Again, we're not an IT services firm, right? It is a device dependent, but it is something that we and our customers work with, and I'll take you some of the examples over here. It's basically a three-pronged thing that I'm speaking about. One, a device. You need a range of devices, right? There are some customers which need a small device, some customers which need a large device. Now, if you walk into your, a customer walks into an office, right, and you need a kiosk over there, you may need something which is small or something which is big, some things which might need a pen input, some things which need a hand input, some things which need a keyboard, right? So, bringing that in, but that's only a small part of it. We've also kept our ecosystem quite open, right? So we do not believe in closed systems that if you buy us, these are the kind of software that you, or the services that you're locked with, right? So we have kept it quite open. Anyone can collaborate with us, and our R&D team is quite open to working with different ISVs. And then it's on customization. Now, again, I'm not talking about customization like a typical IT services firms would do. We are not into that service. But what can we do along with the product? And I'll talk about some of the recent ones, especially in this segment. Now, that's one of the case studies. Unfortunately, I can't share too much information because of customer, compliance and everything. But this is one customer, not again in India, outside, who wanted their customers to learn about stocks, the market, and they wanted to offer a device for education. Now, of course, this is the most basic level of customization. It's not really something that we have to really get into very detailed specs. But a device, different customers had different requirements. We could offer a device. We could even change the manuals, the back cover, the charger, everything, so that it comes as a offering from the customers, and preloads of the manage the system permissions, even into UI customization, right? So that's at a very, very basic level that we are able to do it. Now, again, this is something which I think is one of the key applications that we see over here, and something that we are definitely building more capabilities, which is on the whole hand signature recognition. Of course, we are getting into more of biometrics and other authentication methods, but here, and we this more than us over here, that what the kind of regulations, what is needed in order to get a signature, store the signature, and then verify whether the signature is same, which is the pressure point. So we developed some devices, special security for that. The pen that is there is kind of suited for recognizing all these pressure points, that if someone signs, what is the kind of pressure the person typically puts on the pen. And of course, there are compliances, there are certifications, which we which we are a part of, some of it, one of which I have mentioned over here. We'll go to the next one. This is again some customers, again in similar industries as ours, looking at mobile office equipment for business development, as well as on-site services, where an agent goes to a customer and provides on-site support over there. Now, customers looking for a HID, where they can come back. One, they can use it along with a desktop that you to sign there, then store it in the desktop. Use it in it acts as a slave device connected to the desktop. Then there are kiosk mode for specific banking apps, and then again tens of security protocols or restrictions over there on what to enable, what to disable, what to allow, what to disallow. These are just some of the things that I can share and that our customers are doing, but we are talking to several of them throughout the world on newer stuff that they are planning with, right? So which is where I come to the next point, which is that how do we do this? So with the IT teams, we are able to work on them, give them the right SDKs, help them deploy, so if a tablet gets updated, what is the kind of software that it needs to get updated with? Firmware over there is something, again, that we are not just talking about small patches, but we are talking about real overall firmware that we can push over the air. And to my last point on being whole open about it, right? That I've listed some of our partners over here, but we work with more of them, and we have seen the partnerships change as as the industry has progressed. So we are in this market for more than 10, 12 years from the time these devices were launched, and the kind of partnerships we used to have there to the partnerships that we have now, one has increased and the complexion has changed, and it will keep on changing. So what I want to leave you with is, again, what I said earlier, that if you have an innovation in mind and you think a device can enable that innovation, come speak to us. And I'm not just tablets, we have whole pocket to cloud story, and that's something that definitely will be more than interested to work with you. That's all from my side. We are available outside. My whole team is over here, and we can have much more discussions after this. Thank you.